Good morning, y'all. It is Saturday early morning. It's about almost 8:30. Woo! I'm up early this morning because I have to go and get my car serviced. So I am on my way to get the car serviced, drop it off, and then my husband will pick me up to head me back home. It is a frigid 10 degrees out. It is below zero. As you add the wind chill, there is a little bit of sun out, which is I'm grateful for. I'm also grateful for the fact that my car has a heated steering wheel and seats, y'all. Up here in the Poconos, you have to have that. You have to have that. But I hope y'all are staying warm this morning. Don't go out if you don't need to. It is freezing in the Poconos. Or up in the Northeast area for anybody's in the Northeast area. I wanted to also give a shout out to the Passaic Fire Department and those involved in trying to battle that blaze at that recycling plant in Passaic. I saw that early this morning. I had a hard time sleeping, y'all, last night. I really did. I was tossing and turning most of the night. I was up, down, up, down, up, down. I don't know why. So I'm a little exhausted this morning, but I'm trying to make the best of it. Like I said, I had to get my car serviced. It is, I think, over my 10,000 mile service. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't even remember last time I serviced it, to be honest, which is probably bad. I don't go anywhere, so that's probably why. Anyways, I just want to say happy Saturday, y'all. I hope you're having a blessed Saturday. I was up a little late last night trying to get some rest. And I was kind of going through some, you know how you go through your memories on Facebook and you see things that you're like, oh my God, look at that. I don't remember that. Or, oh my God, look at that. What a great memory, or what a terrible memory. But anyway, last night I must have published some poetry that I had written quite a while back. And I used to write poetry quite often. You know, again, emotions, things that you go through life. For those of us who have an aptitude for writing, we, you know, document pretty much the emotional state we're in, and sometimes in poetry, sometimes in our writing. And, you know, I was one who was always wrote poetry. As a child, I wrote poetry. As a teenager, when I started coming into like my, you know, my emotions, or my, you know, like you started growing up and you started, you know, kind of encountering situations in your life that made you, you know, think about life and think about your situation. And my my way of expressing myself was always through writing and through poetry. So I actually have a couple published poems in the International Poetry Society. And I found them last night on Facebook, and I posted them. So if you're ever interested in reading them, I just posted them this morning. You know, it just, there's things that come to my mind on a regular basis, like, you know, and I should write a little more. And this is the other thing. It's very therapeutic for those of you who don't and are going through sometimes or feel like there's no outlet for you. Write stuff down. If you're feeling emotions, write a journal. Write, you know, people do that. People journal on a daily basis. Write a journal. If you're a poet, you know, obviously, you know, you're going to write poetry, things of that nature, or just your thoughts. It's always good if you don't really want to talk to somebody about something. It's always good to get it out into the open. Excuse me, y'all, because this is like, it's cold out here. It's always good to get those emotions out in the open. And whatever comes to your head, write it down. I think it's very therapeutic for people. And I think it'll be helpful in the long run. And you know what's, you know, you can throw it away, burn it if you don't want to read it again, or you can decide to hold on to it and, re-experience it through the years of, what you've gone through life and, good, bad, or ugly, you're able to take those memories, those experiences, you evolve from those. You become a different person because you go back and you take a look at these things and you're like, wow, that's the state of mind I was in at that point in time, or that was my, either emotional state or whatever have you. And you're like, oh my God, this is, and you know what? It's also helpful for others. When your experiences, and again, some of us are very private, and that's fine. But those of you who express yourselves and publish those writings, people internalize things a little differently. So it may not be the emotion you're feeling, but they can feel based on what you express in your writings. So I always say it's always therapeutic, not just for yourself at the moment you are writing, but it's also therapeutic for others who actually read your work, because they may be going through a period of time, and reading your work might help them, might allow them to express themselves, or it might give them a sense of security or a sense of, hey, I feel I felt that. I really felt that. Thank you, because I don't know who else is going through this, but I sure am. So anyways, with that said, I just a thought that came to my mind this morning as I was, obviously tossing and turning all night long. When I pulled out those poems that actually had to be that were memories on Facebook, I realized, I went back to those moments and I said, wow, like, what was I going through at that point in time? What was I feeling at that point in time? And like I said, sometimes you write and you're like, you feel much better about yourself, like you have to get stuff out. But again, very therapeutic. If you don't do it, for those of you who are struggling or having, this period of time, this COVID, is actually a perfect time to sit down and write a journal. Every day, just, write how your day is gone, what you're feeling, how you're feeling, things of that nature, and just write it down, because a lot of times we don't get those things out and we lose the opportunity, and we continue to harbor feelings or emotions, and we need an outlet. So I think that's a great opportunity for anybody who wants to utilize that. I have a passion for poetry, so I write based on how I'm feeling, and I got ice at the top of my car, so I'm trying to look at the light. But anyway, just something to think about, y'all. I, again, hope you have a happy Saturday. Get my car serviced, so I'm dropping it off and then heading home. So I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a blessed weekend. By the way, tomorrow, 2 to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, y'all. Come join us. We're going to be talking about, can a woman's life be fulfilled without children? Now, that question can get into a whole array of different emotions, trigger elements, discussions, and could go many different ways. So I think it's a great opportunity for especially us women to really listen and take some lessons from that discussion. We are going to be on the Sistership talk show tomorrow from 2 to 3:30. You'll see it on the Facebook page, so follow the Facebook page. We will also be live on Facebook, as well as it will be broadcasted as well on Genesis Radio next Sunday, and also go on YouTube. But anyway, it's a great topic to talk about, because a lot of times we don't talk about the things that are, important like that, or that are triggers for women. So I think it's important to discuss this topic. I think it's important for us to listen and understand, seek to understand, because there's such a disparity in how people feel on the subject based on the situation they've encountered in life or what they're going through, as well as the difference between women who are with children and women who are without. So again, I think it's a great topic to discuss. I think it's important for us to understand and learn from it, and I hope you guys join us tomorrow. Again, 2 to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Sistership Talk Show. Follow the page on Facebook. We will be live tomorrow, again, 2 to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a special guest, and we'll talk to you soon. So have a blessed weekend, y'all. Love y'all. Talk to you soon.